Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. So, looks like I'm the interviewer this round. I have a question for you. Is it okay if I ask?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So, the question is, what are the pros and cons of different communication methods at work? For example, comparing Slack to a video call.
Hmm. I guess it depends on the urgency of the message and the complexity of it. So I would say, from my personal experience, I would use Slack if I have a quick question for someone and I just need a, hey, can you have a look at this? Or, by the way, I uploaded this file that you were looking for. Um, but if I'm working on like a big project and I'm still trying to figure out the complexity of it and what's the most urgent thing that we're trying to solve or things like that, I would probably want to have a video call where we can actually discuss problem kind of virtual face to face.
Hmm.
Um, And I think emails as well is another way of communicating that I might use for more formal things. So probably more external, because I guess with teammates, you just, yeah, revert to Slack. But with clients or, yeah, I guess anything external because it's a bit more formal and it also takes
Hmm.
a bit longer for people to respond to.
Hmm. Yeah, so you mentioned, for example, like a video call for things that are more complex, versus Slack for things that are maybe a little simpler. Why not just always have video calls for everything? Like, what's the downside?
It's kind of like having a proper meeting for everything. It can take a lot of time, and you have to clear time out of your schedule to have those calls, and it can throw you out of your focus. If you're working on something and now you have to go to a meeting, and then you come back, and then you have another meeting, and it just keeps going on like that. And also, sometimes you just need a quick yes, no answer, or just to let someone know that you've done something. You don't actually need to talk about it. You just need like
Hmm.
a, hey, FYI, that's it. You don't need a meeting for that.
Hmm. Yeah. Can you also consider, like, what if you had a more complex problem? Are there still reasons not to have a phone call or a video call about it?
Um, I guess maybe if again I use an example from my personal life, if I'm working on a new project and we're still in the very early stages of it, it's better maybe for, especially if this is a team, to go and like brainstorm or do our own research and come up with our own ideas. It's almost like prep work for the call itself. So then when we
Hmm.
have the call, everybody knows what we're trying to do. Everybody has knowledge about the issue or the problem or the market that we're working in and potential ideas for solution that we can kind of dive right into actually working on it. But if we just show up to that meeting with, hey, let's talk about this,
Hmm.
then you're just talking in the air a little bit. You
Yeah.
don't have any information.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. So, what would you do? So, if you pick one of these communication channels, like Slack, for example, what can you do to avoid miscommunication?
That's a good question. Um, if I'm trying to express an emotion, I would try to use emojis sometimes. If I'm,
Hmm.
saying something a little cheeky or funny, try to put like a laughing emoji just to make sure they realize I'm not being serious. I'm just joking right now.
Hmm.
Um, but generally, yeah, try to be as detailed as I can. So not just have a short message, but explain what I did and why I did it, or specifically tag the person that I want to get the attention on that message instead of,
Hmm.
hey guys, here's the file. It doesn't mean
Hmm.
anything.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, thanks a lot. We're about out of time here, but yeah, good luck.
Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye.